Hello, we're here. Special live, Tuesday, 12 o'clock, Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving edition. I don't know.
Friendsgiving. It's giving friends.
Welcome in, friends. Welcome into the Tim and April Show. I am Tim Whitaker.
And I'm April Ajoy.
We are live right now and on YouTube and on Substack. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, we already have a super chat. That is so kind. All super chats will get read live on the air. Today is going to be a fun episode, friends. Okay, look, we are going to cover a few pieces of news. We got to be consistent, okay, with our format. But, yeah, look, it's a holiday weekend. We're all getting out of work a little bit earlier this week. Yeah, you know, it's week. And so April and I were talking. We're going to do our first ever Q&A live on the air today. So if you have questions, whether you're a Substack viewer or a YouTube viewer, drop them in the chat. We'll try and keep track of all of them. And our goal towards the end of this live will be to take a few minutes and answer any questions you might have. I'm assuming there are a lot of people on the Substack side who might really not have grown up how you and I did, April, as conservative, evangelical Christian nationalists, and might have a lot of questions about that. So I can see Substack chats. We are going to keep track of all that, and we'll do our best to get into it later on. But yeah, welcome in, friends. Good to have you here.
Yeah, and feel free to ask, like, non-political questions, too.
Yes, please.
Like,
that'd be
movie.
great. Yeah, fun. Today's theme. Today, this is like Sesame Street. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter F for fun. We're gonna have fun today.
Aw.
I've declared it.
How the song goes, but
Me either.
whatever that is. I do have to just I'm just gonna say up front, I'm very tired. My brain.
Okay.
Literally, as we were prepping, I was having a hard time focusing. Probably a combination of stress. We're about to go out of town for Thanksgiving. I'll be with my in-laws, and which they're great.
Cool.
But I have not been able to sleep in like at all. Like over the weekend, I'll stay up later because I'll think, oh, I can sleep in because it's the weekend.
Yes.
But then my body has been like waking up at 6:20 every day, unable to sleep in, except for the days that I have to wake up early. Like when I set my alarm for 6:40 to take my kids to school, I am awoken from a dead sleep. Like I could have slept in. I don't know what's going on. I'm so annoyed.
I thought that was only me, because that is me to a freaking T. So almost every weekend now, we're really fortunate where my parents will take the kids from Saturday night to Sunday, like early afternoon. So Sarah and I will get a night to ourselves. We can do whatever we want, and we can sleep in on Sunday. And whenever that happens, I am up at like 7:15, 7:30. I cannot fall back asleep. I end up just laying in my bed till like 9 o'clock, wishing I could sleep. But the days I have to be up for the gym or have to be up for the kids, I'm like, no, I can sleep forever. There's something subconscious in our brain that's doing that, and it drives me crazy. Because I'm like, wait, we're on the wrong wavelength here, okay? I should be able to wake up like easily for the gym and for my kids. And when I finally have permission to sleep in, I should be a zombie. Instead, it's the opposite.
I know. It's been it's been a newer thing, and I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. Anyway, I'm just saying, if I say some things that don't make sense, blame it on the lack of sleep.
Yeah.
And the world.
Are you traveling out of state?
We're driving to Georgia, and that's also been a whole stressor because it's supposed to rain all day today. We're literally leaving like as soon as I get off this live, and
wow. Well, thanks for being here, April.
I don't know if this is like a universal mother-in-law experience, but for like the last week, both my mom and my mother-in-law, mom, if you're listening, I love you. We're like, I don't think you should travel on Tuesday. It's a big travel day, and there's going to be rain the whole way. It's going to be dangerous. It's like nonstop from both sides. So Beecher was hearing it. I was hearing it. And initially we're like, we'll be fine. We've driven through rain before. So then we actually, eventually though, they kind of wore us down. We're like, okay, fine. You know what? We should be safe, blah, blah, blah. So we decided we're just going to leave really early Wednesday morning. And we tell our kids, they're so sad. And then all of a sudden, my mother-in-law last night, she's like, well, it's actually just going to be light rain. So y'all should just come on. And of course, Beecher has her on speakerphone, and our kids hear it. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, shoot, I guess now we're driving through the rain. But because we had decided to go Wednesday, we didn't do any of the prep that we needed to do for the travel. So we thought we were going to have a chill night, and instead we were up like packing. And anyway, it's fine.
Wait.
Does your mom text you about weather as if you don't have weather apps too?
Well, no, because my parents are like an hour and 15 minutes away from us, so it's not that bad. But that sparked. Can we tell a quick story? I need to tell this story that we have not told people about the time my family visited your family, and what happened afterwards. So. We drove down to visit you guys in Kentucky. We have a 3 and a 5-year-old. On the way down, we decided to split the trip up with an overnight stop at a hotel so the kids weren't exhausted. Well, in the middle of the night in a hotel, our oldest wakes up like a zombie. Like he does one of these just like straight up and then just upchucks all over the bed. Okay. We're like, great. That's nice. We're thinking maybe he's just tired. He's fatigued. A long day of travel. We end up hanging out with you guys, and on the last night, I guess little Tim had a bug and gave it to your kids, and we're all trying to sleep because we have to be up early. Your kids are puking. Our youngest starts puking.
And Sarah was puking,
and Sarah's puking. Everyone's puking. Your poor sheets. We're like, I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, my God. Everyone.
At like 1 a.m. It's like, it's fine.
Anyway, friends. Well, listen, thanks for being here. If you're watching live on YouTube, please make sure to give this stream a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Substack, give it some heart. I think you hit the heart button or something to make Substack recognize our live or something. I don't know. Hit that heart button. It makes us feel good. Really quick, the Tim and April show is produced by the New Evangelicals. It's a nonprofit organization that I started in 2020, now run by our executive director, Melinda Hale. It's a place for people to find hope after leaving Christian fundamentalism. We help people be empowered to reject Christian nationalism, and we are starting the preparations for Giving Tuesday because we're a nonprofit organization. So Giving Tuesday is coming around the corner, friends. Our goal is to raise $10,000 that will then be matched by an anonymous donor, making your donation worth double on Giving Tuesday. So please consider donating. www.thenewevangelicals.com/support is how you can do that. We'll have some great giveaways. We're doing some very cool different tiers for certain donation amounts, including the potential to co-host the show with me in April at some point in the future. So stay tuned for that. And all super chats get read live. Okay, so should we get to our main stories? Because I do see some questions coming in for our Q&A.
Yeah, should we go ahead and read our super chats so far?
God, okay.
So we don't get caught up on those.
This one has no chat, no comment. It just says $10 from Trakey Mom. Thank you so much. We have this one. Can you read this one?
No.
Okay, I'll read it. Okay. From Lydia Wassman. Hope you both have a lovely holiday with your families. Thank you for everything you do. It's such important work, especially in the world we're living in now. Thank you so much for that. And then, of course, from Joseph Compton, happy Thanksgiving. Same to you. Yes, same to you.
Okay, should we just start off with something that broke the internet and maybe broke some of our minds?
There we go. There's a little picture of it. What the hell?
Yeah, so Zohran Mamdani went to the White House to meet with President Trump. And I remember there was a lot of buildup to this meeting from both sides. But a lot of MAGA were like, Trump's going to get him. Trump's going to show this man what's true. And because they had both, Trump had called him a communist, and then Zohran had called him fascist. And there was a lot of bad blood there.
A lot.
But then they did this joint press conference from the Oval Office.
What is happening? My timeline.
And it was like a love fest, mainly from Trump.
My brain. Look, we got to live in the Matrix. Like, this had to be an error code in the software of the Matrix that we're all a part of, because this does not make sense. Like, this picture I'm looking at of Mamdani and Trump is smiling. They're shaking hands. What is happening in America in 2025? Marjorie Taylor Greene resigns. What is happening?
And that happened on the same day.
I can't keep track anymore.
Well, let's watch a few of these clips, and then let's talk about it.
All right, here we go.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay.
It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
I'm sorry. I got to pause there. Just that one clip. This reporter asks Mamdani if he thinks Trump is still a fascist, and Trump just says, you can say yes. It's totally cool.
That's fine.
Now, okay, hold on. Can we just say one thing? Let's reverse the situation. Let's say it was Harris in the presidential seat, and it was some Republican who got elected to mayor. And the reporter says to this new mayor, do you think that Harris is a Marxist communist socialist? And Harris is like, it's okay. You could just say it. Do you not think that would be all over Fox News right now? Benny Johnson, Ali Stuckey, every right-wing commentator on the planet. Oh my God, Harris finally admitted she's a Marxist communist. But when Trump does it, we just all laugh like it's no big deal. Why is your cat here? Anyway, I just had to point that out. Like that blatant, we know if it was the opposite, it'd be all over the place. But when Trump says, yeah, I'm a fascist, you could say yes. No big deal. No big deal. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep going.
I feel
I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah. I guess we
Great
have a special
meeting,
guest
a really
today.
good, very productive meeting.
Yeah.
We have one thing in common. We want this city of ours that we love to do very well. And I wanted to congratulate the mayor. He really ran an incredible race against, a lot of smart people. I think you're going to have, hopefully, a really great mayor. And the better he does, the happier I am, I will say. There's no difference in party. There's no difference in anything. And we're going to be helping him to make everybody's dream come true, having a strong and very safe New York. And congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Please.
I appreciated the meeting with the
wild.
president, and as he said, it was a productive meeting focused on a place of shared admiration and love, which is New York City, and the need to deliver affordability to New Yorkers, the 8.5 million people who call our city their home, who are struggling to afford life in the most expensive city in the United States of America. We spoke about rent, we spoke about groceries, we spoke about utilities, we spoke about the different ways in which people are being pushed out, and I appreciated the time with the president. I appreciated the conversation. I look forward to working together to deliver that affordability for New Yorkers.
Wow. I mean, who had that on their bingo card this year? Who had that on their bingo card?
Well, yeah, and they had even asked him, like, I don't remember what the question was, but like, you said all these things about him. Do you still think that? And he was like, oh no, he's a very rational, just like praised him. Like that's.
I know.
What?
I don't even know what to say. Because don't forget, Trump is representing all these people who are like, Mamdani's a radical Islamist. He wants to bring Sharia law to America. Rudy Giuliani posts the 9/11 thing, is blaming Mamdani for that. I mean, like blatant Islamophobia is happening. And then Trump has him at the White House and is like, yeah, this guy's great. I'm a big fan, smiling, which makes, I do gotta laugh because all these Christian nationalists, right, who are like, oh, Trump's gonna save America from the deep state and from the crazy radical Islamists like Mamdani. And then it's like, well, there's Trump shaking hands like, no, actually, this guy's kind of great. I like him. They gotta be losing their mind over this.
No, I know. Did you go ahead and pull up the super chat we just saw because it's related. Cullen Dunham says, y'all see Trump's outfit the other day with the turtleneck. Mamdani wore the exact same one. It's giving when Michael Scott grew a goatee to match Ryan. Did you see that picture?
No, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Like turtleneck sweater underneath the suit. And there's like an image of Zohran from, I don't know, a while back wearing like almost the exact same thing. And it was shortly after this meeting.
Okay, hold on. I'm grabbing it. Give me 1 second, friends.
It's kind of cute.
I'll pull it
know.
in. Okay, I think it is. Hold on.
I've never seen Trump wear this before. And then suddenly
this?
after meeting. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Honestly, I saw a bunch of
Trendsetter.
Like, is Zohran like a witch? Did he cast a spell on Trump? Like what sort of magic went on in that meeting? Because
wild.
From everything that I read about what was discussed, like Zohran Mamdani, like he stood on business. Like he basically said everything that he was his platform to Trump's face. And part of me thinks that because Donald Trump and a lot of people on MAGA, that side, they only listen to Fox News. So they're getting a Zohran Mamdani version that's filtered through a very right-wing propaganda lens.
Totally.
So I'm sure Donald Trump, like seeing him in the flesh and hearing what his actual policies and goals are, he was like, whoa, that's actually not evil. You know?
People are saying that is not the picture. That's not the picture.
That's
Hang
not
on.
the picture?
Hang on.
Well, of Zohran, because there's a picture of Zohran wearing like almost identical, the same red.
Okay, I'll see if I can dig it up, but okay,
it's fine.
It's funny enough.
Honestly, after this, part of me is like, maybe we've been going around about this wrong the whole time. Like maybe we should have just been schmoozing Trump. Like I feel like you could just go in and schmooze Trump all the way to the left.
If you're a narcissist, how do you win that person over? You just stroke their ego, right, and kind of just nudge them.
Yeah, I don't
know.
Which
Mamdani did. So
I do have to say I made a video with clips from the meeting of Trump. Like there's like an image of Trump just looking up at Zohran, beaming, the biggest smile I've ever seen on Trump's face. And so I took like those clips, put it together, and I put that Michael Bublé, L is for the way you look at me, and I zoomed in on it and did all of the things, and it has like 4 million views on Instagram right now. So
I love that you went viral. It's a great video.
Tim.
Congratulations. We all know that when you go viral, you make a lot of money. So congratulations on becoming a millionaire.
I made $0 for it, but it was fun.
I think this is the other picture people were mentioning. I think they're wearing the same color turtleneck, like the same exact outfit. Oh, I love it here. Yeah. Well, anyway, we had to point that out.
Weird world. Good for Mamdani for going in there and winning Trump over.
Yeah.
Somehow.
No, for sure. I
don't know.
It's so hard to make sense. Like every time you and I talk about Christian nationalism and think, oh, like here's the logic to it. Here's how fascism works. It's like, wait, what? Like Trump met with Mamdani and they got along and everything is cool. But then of course, like after that, Trump like starts talking about how he wants to hang traitors. So it's just like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Like what is going on? It's a bizarre place to be.
Yeah. Like to be fair, Donald Trump is still terrible. Terrible.
For sure.
Whatever. But it kind of it tracks with what I've believed about Trump for a long time, and that's that he's not really a true Republican or a conservative by your typical standards of what those policies typically are. Trump is he's in it for Trump.
Right.
Like he doesn't have any one firm belief system or firm way of thinking. He can easily be swayed, which is why it's so dangerous to have him meeting with all these dictators that can schmooze him.
Exactly. He has no foundational values, right? He has no foundational set of core principles that guide his life besides me, more of me. And so I guess that's what Mamdani is appealing to here, in that case, which is great. But also, it's why someone like that should never be president, because you could be swayed by bad faith actors. Did you see when Twitter recently let people see where accounts were made from, and it turned out like a bunch of major MAGA accounts were all like foreign actors or foreign made accounts. Like it's that kind of stuff is what we're talking about, right? Like there's so much interference in the MAGA world to push people towards more fascistic or authoritarian tendencies. And because Trump is self-centered and an egomaniac, he is more than happy to have the attention and given the power to do that, right? It's wild. It's wild.
I don't know, Tim. That just sounds like a Russia hoax to me.
Yeah, lock her up. Friends, if you're... excuse me, that coffee went down the wrong pipe. Okay. Friends, if you're just joining the live, welcome in. All Super Chats get read live. Giving Tuesdays coming up for the new Evangelicals. Please consider supporting. Let's see. Should we move on to our next story? We're trying to blow through these things, friends, to make room for our weird Christian bleep. It's a good one, and for Q&A. So the other thing that came up was this video that went viral. Some Democratic lawmakers made a video who are also former military members, and here's what they said in the video. I'm going to play the whole thing, and then we're going to get into what Trump responded to, or how he responded after this was posted.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
Against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
The Army,
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Okay,
I mean-
powerful video. Powerful.
Yeah, good for
Great.
them for
Good
making
for
that.
them
Because
is
I
right.
honestly wondered that when we had Amy McGrath on.
Mm-hmm.
She was former military Marine from a long time ago, but I don't know. It was a few months when we had her on over the summer. But we had asked her, like, can the military refuse unlawful orders? And she was like, yes. In fact, they
It's your
they
duty.
should.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
your duty to do that. Yeah, which is great. I mean, look, we need to understand that it is unprecedented for the federal government to be using the military in the way that this regime is doing it. There have always been times throughout American history where the National Guard was called in during, really intense times. That's not an unprecedented thing. What's unprecedented is that the federal government is sending these troops into cities against the wishes of the people in charge of those cities, right? So Trump is literally sending in federal troops to Los Angeles or Chicago in the name of trying to stop crime, quote unquote, or to stop illegal immigration, quote unquote, against the wishes of the mayors and governors of those cities and states. That's the weaponization, right, of our military for political purposes. So having these lawmakers who are also former military personnel say this, I think, is really powerful. And by the way, I mean, that's what you swear an oath to, the Constitution, right? You don't swear an oath to the sitting president. You swear an oath to upholding the laws of America and the Constitution. And we've seen time and time again due process being violated, right, at the hands of these people, either ICE agents, other federal agents, or the military. So I think what they're doing is, first off, it's perfectly legal to say that. And number two, it's a great reminder that if you're in the military, you do not have to comply with illegal orders. You should resist tyranny. That's key. But of course, Trump didn't like that, did he, April?
Oh, no. No, it's not like that at all. I mean, and they were very clear in saying illegal orders.
Illegal. Right. Meaning
Illegal.
not lawful. Like,
Right. Against the law, against the Constitution.
When our government is working in a healthy way, the three branches are supposed to have a tug of war, and no one branch should be able to dominate over America. And that includes the president. The president has checks and balances. Trump and his regime, especially because of things like Project 2025, have worked really hard in the past 9 months to erode as many of those checks and balances as possible. Whether it's blatantly defying court orders, or it's having Elon Musk gut government institutions with money that was already appropriated by Congress to be spent on those programs like USAID. There's been all these different attacks on our system. And so I think it's really important that this is said. So Trump... What?
Can I just say,
Go ahead. Yes.
If I were president, right, and someone from an opposing party made a video that said, hey, you don't need to listen to unlawful orders, I feel like my response from like a strategic standpoint would be to say, I agree, you shouldn't listen to illegal orders because that would be illegal, and good thing everything that I say is legal.
Especially coming from the party of law and order, right? I mean, isn't Trump
Right,
the one who was
feel like
saying law and order? Right?
Yeah, I feel like that would be the best response
Slam
from
dunk.
someone who wasn't doing anything shady.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like when you find out that you're in the files, suddenly you change your mind on the Epstein files from release to what files? The Democratic hoax, right? Okay, so Trump went on Truth Social. This was the first thing he said. Do you want to read these in your Trump voice?
Yeah,
you do it so well.
Please. I'd love to.
Go ahead.
It's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. We won't have a country anymore. An example must be set. President DJT. I love how he signs all. Signs all his. He's like such a.
Oh God, it's. I mean, he just sounds like an angry little teenager.
It's like those people that quote themselves. Like they'll post something in quotes and then at the end put their name as if we can't see that they're the one posting it.
Yeah. Okay. So first he says that, then he keeps going. Then he says this one.
Another one. Seditious behavior punishable by death.
I mean, that's crazy.
That feels very, very pointed. Like
this
I don't know how you can take that out of context.
Right. This is a sitting president telling the American people that what these Democratic lawmakers said is seditious behavior that is punishable by death. What happened to free speech? What happened to free speech? Hey. And by the way, if you're going to argue the free speech piece, one can make an argument easily that your speech being restricted on social media is not government interference, but a sitting president telling you that your words amount to seditious behavior punishable by death is a direct violation of the First Amendment, because Trump is not a private citizen. He's representing the most powerful office in our government. And he's saying that what those people said is punishable by death. It's a blatant violation of their First Amendment right. But you're not going to hear that from the right-wing media world, who insists that because they got banned on Twitter for saying, words about Hitler and the N-word and whatever else, somehow their speech is under attack. But these lawmakers, no. Yeah, I agree. Retweet. Yeah, Trump, seditious behavior. It's just wild. It's wild to watch.
I just gotta say, this really got under his skin, because he went on like a reposting meme situation.
He did.
Like, remember your oath. And then it's him like in an American flag cape, like he's a superhero. And there's a bunch like that too.
Yeah, this is the other one that really got me. I mean, this one is bad too. If you want to read it, you can, April. It's up to you.
Sure.
Thank you.
So he's retweeting the video here, or the article about the video, and it says, "This is really bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors. Lock them up." President DJT. I don't know if he meant to put question marks there.
Yeah, lock them up?
Lock them up?
The one that got me was this. He retweeted someone who said, "Hang them, George Washington would."
Ugh.
How are these not calls for violence?
They are calls for violence.
Exactly. Exactly.
But, so Trump went and clarified, because he did get pushback. It said bipartisan pushback. So, but I didn't see a ton of Republicans. Anyway. So Trump on Friday, this past Friday, he went on Brian Kilmeade's radio show. And for context, Brian Kilmeade is the same Fox News host that basically said you should just kill homeless people by lethal injection.
Oh, he's that dude?
That guy.
My gosh.
But by the way, he never faced any consequence for saying that on Fox News. He's just still there. Anyway.
Fox News, Brian Kilmeade apologizes after saying U.S. should just kill mentally ill homeless people by lethal injection. That's the headline. He still has a job at Fox News, FYI.
Yeah, so he went on his radio show. I think he's still on there, actually. I want to fact check that real quick. I don't think... Sorry.
What are you fact checking?
He's still there, right? Yeah, I don't think he ever did anything.
Oh, yeah. Last time I checked.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So Trump on Friday went on his show, and he said he was not saying that they should kill Democrats. A quote, "not threatening death."
What?
And then he said, trying to clarify, he said, in the old days, if you said a thing like that, that was punishable by death. And then he said, the president denied that he threatened the members of Congress, saying, quote, I think they're in serious trouble. I would say they are in serious trouble. I'm not threatening death, but I think they're in serious trouble. In the old days, it was death. That was seditious behavior.
I cannot believe millions of Americans hear this man talk and go, yeah, that guy's coherent. He's sane. He's mentally stable. What? Can you repeat that one more time? I need to hear that word salad one more time.
Oh, okay. Yes. Hold on. I got to go back to it. He said, in the old days, if you said a thing like that, that was punishable by death. I think he's talking about Democrats now. I think they're in serious trouble. I would say they're in serious trouble. I'm not threatening death, but I think they're in serious trouble. In the old days, it was death. That was seditious behavior.
What? This is how MAGA has operated. This is how Trump has operated since the beginning. Remember? Oh, well, that's just alternative facts. Remember that statement? Alternative facts? That doesn't exist. Oh, yeah, fake news.
I'm not saying we should kill them. I'm just saying if we lived in a different time, we should kill them.
Right. But to be clear, I just want to be emphatic. That's not what this says. Seditious behavior punishable by death does not say back in the olden days, nor does reposting hang them, George Washington would, nor does saying that this is seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. That does not say what Trump just said that he was saying. And this is the insanity we have to live in, where we are used to a president lying so much that it doesn't even make like small news headlines to see someone blatantly lie about what he tweeted out a few days ago. That's how low the bar is for our president. And by the way, it only applies to Trump, right? It didn't apply to Biden. The standard was not that low. It wouldn't apply to Harris. It didn't apply to Obama. It only applies to Trump. Only Trump can be this ridiculous, this vile,
the way that they
and get away with it.
Blatantly reframe what the Democrats actually said, like the way that MAGA Trump administration has talked about it, is that the Democrats were calling for the military to disobey orders. They didn't say disobey orders. They said disobey illegal orders. Illegal orders. If you're not making illegal orders, you have nothing to worry about. He is weaponizing the military against American citizens. Like, that is something that is already happening. So
Exactly. Oh, God, why? Okay, happy. This is supposed to be a happy, fun episode.
Happy.
Let's just move on, okay? We all saw it. We all know what happened. All right.
Yeah.
Really quick, I want to promote something briefly. TNE Connect. So if you're looking for a place to connect with people off of the algorithms of Meta and Instagram, the New Evangelicals has our own private community space with free resources, its own social media feed. You can go to thenewevangelicals.com/connect to join. There is no cost, friends. Okay, this is not a paid ad. There's no cost to joining or being a part of our community. Okay, it's totally paywall free. Go to thenewevangelicals.com/connect to join. It's a great space. It's quiet. There's about 4,000 people in that group. We have all kinds of free resources, regional chats, everything. So go ahead and check it out.
Yes. Let's get caught up on our super chats.
Oh, God. Okay. Let's see. Here we go.
Thank you all for the super chats, by the way.
Yes, thank you. From Deanna. Us millennials have to be good at gentle parenting conservative baby boomers. This is what Zohran did to Trump. Yes, that's a great point. Cinder, you're the best. I am scared silly, but your words make a lot of sense. Greetings from Finland. Love these lives. Hey, I've been to Finland. I spent a month in Rovaniemi.
Oh, that's so cool. I've never been to Finland, but one of my besties, Promise, Eve was framed, who was on here. She is in Finland right now.
Is she now a citizen of Finland? I know that she was applying for it, right?
I think she got it.
I will say
her husband's from there.
I was there a long time ago, but I really loved being there for the month. I was very north, like close to the Arctic Circle, but I really enjoyed my time. And then last one from Ark Radish. Greetings from Shiny and Happy to Matt and Mad Pipeline.
Hi, friend.
Okay, cool.
He was in Shiny Happy People season 1.
Oh, cool. So awesome. Last one, silly idea, a la the Hank and John podcast. Tim and April make a bet, and if April wins, the title of the show gets changed to The April and Tim Show.
You could change that on our graphics. It'd be hard to change on the socials.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be a good time. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, where should we go? What time is it? I know that you have a hard stop today. So
yeah, let's just go to the Q&A.
Okay.
Do we have questions?
We have a bunch. Friends, if you want to throw in a Q&A in Substack, I'm looking at the comments here. I'll try and get to it. I also asked the producer on the Substack side to text me questions. So if you see some, my friend, please text them to me. But yeah, this is the first time we've ever done this before, a live Q&A. And this, honestly, it's kind of cool to hear from the audience what questions are on their mind, because you don't always know who you're speaking to, right? I don't know how much people know about our tradition that we grew up in, or how much they have, or how deep they were in the weeds along with us. So let's see here. I'll pull up a few that I'll grab. Okay. I'm looking for a few good ones. Okay, let's do this one. I'll put it I'll bring it up on chat. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to grab it. Wait, where'd it go? Sorry, friends. Give me a second. Is this working? Boop. Oh, it's not working. I'll just read it out then.
Yeah.
Tim and April, how do you separate cultural Christianity from your personal spirituality / relationship with God as part of your deconstruction, or is that part of the whole journey?
Good question. How do we separate it? I like to look at the global church too, to realize that's not all Christianity. And in fact, it's a very small minority of Christianity. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, my relationship with God and my spiritual life is mine and my own. And I think I kind of come more full circle. There was a while there where I was like, screw it all. I don't want anything to do with it. I even considered dropping the Christian label because even though I love Jesus and all that, I hated how that is associated, especially in America. But I don't know, I kind of came to a conclusion of, no, I'm not going to let this small minority in the history of the Christian tradition ruin what has been so dear in my life, and they don't get to claim it. It's mine too, and I'm not going to let them have it.
100% agree. I often say that you and I, April, grew up in this basement that was dark and damp and moldy. And we didn't know that above us was an entire house of Christian thought of all different kinds of rooms and traditions. And when we got above ground, it was like, oh my God, I thought that there was just a desert wasteland up here. It turns out there are so many other rooms to explore. Look, the reality is this. Any religion can be used as a weapon of oppression or a tool for liberation. And we're certainly, as you know, April, we're not ignorant to the reality that white Christian nationalism is posing, or the danger it is to society. However, there's a long tradition of Christianity that has been opposed to the Christianity of empire. The Black liberation theology and tradition, led by people like MLK and James Cone, etc. So that same thing, there's a separation for me of this is personal, but my allegiance is to Jesus. It's not to even Christianity in that sense, right? It's to the way of Christ, which means I have to love my enemies and fight for the liberation of the oppressed. It just comes down to that for me personally. So
yeah, I concur. Do you have another question?
Yep.
Thank you for the questions.
Thank you. Let's do a fun one. What are your 4 favorite all-time movies? Can't watch anything else for the rest of your life. Go ahead, April. I already know your answer to 3 of them.
Okay. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and the 4th movie, Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, that's a solid one. Okay. I'm a huge Mighty Ducks fan. I could watch that trilogy forever. Mighty Ducks 1, 2, and 3. D2 is the best one, obviously. Also, I'm gonna say for me, Hot Rod. Hot Rod is a movie I can watch. It's a classic.
I'm saying,
it's a classic.
What way?
Where do you get off? Fun fact: Sarah and I actually bonded over that movie. That's how we first met. I was like, "Yeah, cool beans." She was like, "Cool beans." I'm like, yeah, cool beans. And that's how we kind of started talking a little bit. So,
that's adorable.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking through. How do I tell my best friend I no longer believe in the Bible as literal history?
I don't know. I think that's so hard because I don't know your relationship with that person.
Yeah.
You know?
I can answer this one.
Say it or don't say it. Yeah, go ahead. Take it.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the reality. I'm assuming that your friend is conservative evangelical. You can tell them whatever you want, but unless they want to be curious, they're not going to believe you, you know? So I would just be honest. Like, look, here's how I view the Bible now. You can take it or leave it. Unfortunately, for some people who grew up like us, when you tell people who you think are your friends those things, they think that you have become a liberal or that you become a heretic, and they will start to distance yourself from you. Themselves from you. So I would just say be aware of the potential risks that you're taking when you tell someone that, you know, like
right. Also know like that some people don't need to know certain things. Like if you don't have to tell them to.
100%.
But
okay, I'm looking through this. I'm looking through Substack here to see if we have. Okay, here's one. This is actually a good one. Then we'll get to some more fun ones. We answer this all the time. This is from Carol. Thanks, Carol, for watching on Substack, by the way. How can conservatives, especially evangelical Christians, support Trump? He's everything you purport to be against. Yes, that is true, Carol. Go ahead, April. You wrote a whole book on this.
And indoctrination.
You wrote a whole book on this, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did. It's called Star Spangled Jesus.
What a small world. Yeah.
Yeah, leaving Christian nationalism and finding a true faith. Here's the thing. If you are a logical person, like if you like to use logic to come to what you believe, you will never understand like conservative MAGA Christians.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot, it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. You kind of have to just accept that there's a lot of indoctrination and a lot of cognitive dissonance that they are constantly holding. And I'm saying this as someone who used to hold all of these same beliefs, and just know it doesn't make sense. I can give you a lot of reasons of how we justified things. They're not going to make sense.
100%. I agree. Also, and I mean this sincerely, if you're really curious, read April's book. You can tune into the show, of course, but there's also other books that are really helpful. Jesus and John Wayne by Kristen Dumais is really good. It just kind of helps you understand how we got here. And the sad reality is that this is the fruit of a certain kind of Christian theology. It's not a bug. And I think, at least for me, I'm not sure about you, April, in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, there's a bug in the system. Something went wrong with Trump. Now I realize that Trump was simply the fruit of the theology that I was a part of my entire life. So I think that's worth noting. Okay, let's do a fun one. This is from Juliana Massey. Do you prefer canned or homemade cranberry sauce? I prefer canned. Also, do you call it stuffing or dressing? Who calls it dressing? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful to find this community. April?
I call it dressing.
Ew, why? It's not dressing, though. It's stuffing. You literally stuff it in a turkey. Stuffing.
No, that's like the stuff and you bake it separately and you eat it with the turkey. It's dressing.
Yeah, but you don't. No, ranch is dressing. Ranch dressing.
No, dressing all the way.
What?
I think dressing is a more Southern thing. Yeah, someone in the comments says the South calls it dressing.
Okay, thumbs up for stuffing, thumbs down for dressing.
No, do not thumbs down.
Fine, I'll be the martyr here. Thumbs down for stuffing, thumbs up for dressing. I'm looking at Substack and at the YouTube chat, so let me know, because I have always called it stuffing. I've never called it dressing my entire life.
No, it is dressing. It is dressing. And I'm from Texas. I grew up calling it dressing.
That's
by the way.
weird.
And what did you answer the cranberry question?
I'm not a big cranberry person.
Honestly,
Period.
Same. I don't ever eat it.
Hey, look.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Okay, it's not really an official Thanksgiving food, but it's my favorite that my family made. It's like a cheesy hash brown casserole with cornflakes on top. And it is absolutely delicious.
Okay, dressing, whatever you say. I am a mac and cheese snob. I love mac and cheese. I could live off it if it didn't kill me eventually. But I'm a huge mac and cheese, and honestly, I do like good stuffing. I'm a fan of good stuffing. So, yeah, personally. Okay, let's see. These are fun. How many more we got? We got a bunch.
We have a lot. There's a bunch that Cassidy, she's been keeping track from our YouTube.
Wow, she's on it. 66% of YouTube chat says stuffing. How did she calculate that? Cassidy, thank you. It feels good to be right.
Boo!
It feels good to be right. It feels
Boo,
good to be
chat.
right.
No.
Okay, this is a fun one. If you there's a poll running. I can't see the poll. That's what it is. If you could do, yeah. Well, on my program, I guess I can't. I could just see very basic chats. Yeah,
it's fine.
This is a good one. If you could add any fun feature, example, water slide, library, etc., to your house for free, what would it be?
Movie theater.
So the kid in me always wanted a water slide because did you ever see the movie Blank Check as a child?
Yes.
Okay. Can we just talk about how predatory that movie actually is with the FBI agent kissing the 11-year-old on the lips?
Oh, well, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
No, I rewatched it the other day. Now, look, I will say as a kid.
Why?
Because I like to reminisce about my youth and my childhood, and we have Disney Plus, and so Heavyweights, Mighty Ducks, Blank Check, they're all on there.
Yeah.
So Angels in the Outfield, I watched that one recently. Why not?
That's a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, and also I have kids anyway. So I will say that Blank Check gave me the first idea. First off, of how far $1 million supposedly goes. That was crazy. But I always wanted a water slide in my house going into a pool. Yeah. That's my dream scenario. Yeah.
I like that. Can I?
You weren't listening to me. What were you reading?
No.
I know you.
I knew
you weren't listening. I could tell.
You said a water slide. Did you not? Is that what you said?
No, that's what I said. That's what I said.
I heard you, and I like water slides too. When Beecher and I went on our honeymoon, we went to Jamaica, and one of the excursions that we went on was like to this water slide on top of this mountain with the pool, and there was like zip lines, like all these other stuff. And so Beecher and I, there were a bunch of kids and families there, and we were on our honeymoon, mind you. And we spent probably an hour just doing the water slide. And when I tell you, we were the only adults doing this water slide, but I love water slides too.
I love that. I'm a huge fan.
Here's a good question, because I think I'm curious of your response too. What is your relation? This is from Megan. What is your relationship with worship/Christian music now after deconstruction?
It's so complicated. So okay, I'll answer this first and then you can. So I used to be a professional drummer, and I was in the worship space for a lot of years. I have a lot of GoPro footage of me singing or drumming to these songs. And I'm really torn. I do not have a coherent answer on this. I realize there's a lot of paradox here. On one hand, as a musician, I loved playing in those spaces. I mean, even now, I'm using my in-ear molds that I use as a musician. Like I was in a very professional space. The music is fun to drum to. It's dynamic. And frankly, if the words that we sang were actually being lived out, I think they're really powerful. So that's on one hand. On the other hand, I was responsible for creating an atmosphere of convincing people that the Holy Spirit was showing up in magical ways, when it was really how the music was designed to invoke a sense of awe and wonder. And so here's the thing. All music is manipulative, right? Like we listen to songs to manipulate our emotions, make us feel certain ways. What felt tricky about it was when I was told or when people were telling others, this is the Holy Spirit. This is God.
Right.
Well, no, it's a chord buildup. It's my it's my cymbal swelling. And that's not wrong to think about that. And then to be in awe, with the words you're singing. Last thing I'll say about this, and I'll get your thoughts. When I deconstructed all of that, I went to a church that was queer affirming, that was also very high production, and they did a worship set, and there was a bunch of folks who were queer on the stage, a trans man and a married gay couple, and they were singing these songs that I grew up singing in church, and it was really powerful for me to see them singing songs about God's unconditional love and inclusivity that actually meant, or that was actually being lived out in a way that I never saw before. I think that was one of my biggest hangups, right? You sing these songs about God's unconditional love, then you find out that the church is kicking out your gay neighbor. So I go back and forth, honestly.
Yeah. I think it depends on the worship songs too. Like, there are some songs that I will still cry if I hear them, because it reminds me of, there's like sentimental things to it, and it reminds me of this song really got me through this really hard time in my life, and I can hold reverence for that. Despite, in some ways too, I think it's like separating the art from the artist, because there's some very Christian nationalist artists that have created songs that I used to love, and still probably would. I don't know. So for me, I think that I don't like the way that like the way that they position Christian music, and a lot of evangelicals do this, as like, if you're a good Christian, you have to only listen to Christian music. Like that's the only way God can speak to you.
Yeah.
For me now, like I still think that I can have spiritual experiences with music because it is a very powerful thing. I have just broadened my music. Like I think God can speak to me through an Incubus concert too, like which actually happened when I was in college. I was like, whoa, the Holy Spirit is here at this Incubus concert. And then, and maybe that's just music. I don't know. But I just don't think I need to limit it to Christian music. And in fact, I think those can be so manipulative that, I don't know. I also have conflicted feelings on it, I guess is what I'm saying.
I'll also add this. I'm very frustrated watching the modern CCM, contemporary Christian music industry, pump out all these songs about revival while the administration that they voted for is arresting their immigrant neighbor. Like Brandon Lake's a good example of this. Like screw that dude. Brandon Lake is this huge megastar worship guy. Didn't he sing at Charlie Kirk's funeral service? Along with like Carrie Job and a bunch of other big names.
Chris Tomlin.
Yeah, Chris, like how dare you sing songs to a brown-skinned immigrant Jewish person who grew up in modern-day Palestine named Jesus, while supporting politics and regimes that are bombing kids in Gaza and that are arresting and kidnapping brown-skinned people in America for no damn reason. That's where I get aggravated. Like their view of revival is so pathetic. They think that if they can get people into a stadium to sing their songs, which by the way, they get paid to do, and if they'll raise their hand out of emotion that they want to be a Christian, somehow revival has come to America. That is bullshit. It's bullshit. So that stuff makes me really aggravated.
Yeah, and it feels very performative because I agree with you. And there's a lot of lyrics that really bother me. Like we go to church, we go to a Methodist church, and for the most part, the songs that they sing are not terrible. But every once in a while, we'll be singing a song that like I just disagree with the lyrics. It's just, I think that's the problem with a lot of Christian music and really Christian movies too, is that it wraps everything up in this perfect like, God can fix everything. God is always good. I'm never like he never fails. There's never a battle that I could face that I can't handle. And like, I just feel like it falls so flat and can be so tone deaf when we're looking at the world around us, because Christian art lacks nuance. It's very black and white. Yes. It's very like, this is evil and this is good. And as long as you're following Jesus, good things are going to happen. Like it's going to be wrapped up in this perfectly packaged bow, gift, whatever. And there's not a lot of depth to the music.
If the audience will just, give us a minute to flesh this out, because we don't talk about this a lot, but both April and I are former worship people. So while we're on the topic, modern day white worship music does not know how to really lament. It doesn't know how to really get into the dark night of the soul. All of these songs about how God always comes through for you. Tell it to the person who lost their dad to cancer. Like, that's what I don't get, right? Like we're given like almost like this toxic positivity of like, well, God's still good. The person who lost their parent in that freak car accident, the person who was assaulted by their spouse, who was a pastor at that church, isn't going to think God is good for putting them in that situation or for taking their parent away. But the church has no answer to that, because in their mind, their view of God can never let you down. Have you read the Psalms? God does let people down in the Psalms. Like, it's okay to think, God, where the hell are you? So I think that, as I reflect on my own journey with this, there was no real space to truly lament hard times and ask, where is God in this? And give him permission to be mad at God when God did not show up like how I was taught he would show up. It was always put on me. I didn't pray hard enough. I didn't worship hard enough. I'm not believing enough, right? Instead of saying, no, this is bullshit. Like, no, I'm defaulting on my mortgage. Where's God? Where? right?
Right.
That kind of stuff. So I think that's an important piece for me too.
Toxic positivity too. We're like, even like going to church, you put on this smile. You always are like, well, God is good, even if like you are going through. I don't know. It's just kind of living in denial. And I was that girl whose dad
Same.
died.
Yeah,
Like my dad died of cancer back in 2011, and he was diagnosed. From diagnosis to passing was 4 months, and we were Pentecostal, and it was like this really freak situation. And when he died, I had a lot of fellow Christians telling me like, oh, well, like it could never be God's fault, right? He just didn't heal your dad because you didn't have enough faith. He just didn't heal your dad because you were living in sin or had some sort of unresolved sin, or your dad was living in out of God's will because he was a pastor instead of an evangelist. All of those things were said to me. Or, you know, God did heal your dad. You shouldn't be sad because he got his ultimate healing in heaven and you're going to get to see him one day. And there's no reason to be sad because he's not sad anymore. And it's just like, it's just the gaslighting. That was like the first, honestly, that was the start of my deconstruction. Only I didn't know it yet because I was just so over, like, I should be allowed to mourn my dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I even had friends who were like, I don't really know how to be around you. Like, I don't know what to say to you because I was just sad. And I'm like, I'm just sad. Like, just be with me. I don't know.
Like, just be a presence in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you sharing.
Anyway, I don't know how we got on that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do maybe one or two more, then we'll get into our weird Christian bleep. How's that sound?
Okay. Yeah.
So someone has asked us a few times, hey, Tim, didn't you write a book? When's it coming out? The book is not coming out. The book is not happening. But I do have a full manuscript. So if you're a publisher, give me a call because I do have a book that's ready to go.
Shameless plug.
Shameless. Yeah, that's my shameless plug for my book that is not coming out. And then someone on Substack, let's see. Apparently, they've been asking a lot of food questions. That's always a good time.
Oh.
The question I have here: what's your view on sweet potato casserole, and is it better with marshmallows or chopped pecans? Lots of food-related questions for some reason.
So you say pecan and not pecan.
You know what? I can't pronounce almost anything, so you're probably saying things better. You're probably right. I'm probably wrong. Let's just put it that way.
Well, no, I think that's a pretty common debate.
Pecan or caramel or caramel.
It's not pecan.
Pecan.
Wait, what was the question? Sweet potato casserole. I'm kind of indifferent on sweet potato casserole, if I'm being honest.
Me too. But I will say, my mom and now Sarah, they make a mean sweet potato casserole because they do a layer of brown sugar and then marshmallows. It is so good. I'm not a nut person. Like, pecans are not my thing. You know, not my thing. Pecans. Pecans.
We are Charlie.
Hey, do not give away what's coming. They're gonna stop watching April. Jesus.
Oh, no.
That's so funny. Okay, let's do one or two more, friends. Last couple minutes here. Any questions you have, let us know. We'll try and answer a few.
Yeah, and we're not going to be able to get to everyone, and we apologize in advance.
Yeah.
In retrospect,
we love you all. We love you all,
yes.
truly. Okay, what arts and crafts do you like to do? My grandma's hobby is crochet.
Can I just say I am not a domesticated person.
Samesies.
I have never been like that domesticated wife. But I do like to do puzzles. I don't think that's a craft, but
I'm the most unartistic person you're ever gonna meet when it comes to like painting or drawing or crocheting. I'm terrible at that. So I don't really have any favorite crafts. I don't know, April, for you, like, how do you relax? I really don't. Like, I find myself either doom scrolling all day or like, it's just hard, like, to like really turn off. I think for me anyway, I'm working on it. I
like to relax by either reading a fantasy novel and just disassociating hardcore.
Good call.
Or I like to just like binge watch trash TV.
Me too. I love trash TV. Oh, it's such a problem. Wait,
I've been watching through
shows?
Vanderpump Rules. Have you ever watched that?
No.
Vanderpump Rules?
No.
Some of my friends have watched it all. So I'm watching it like years after this stuff has happened. But it's just like a mindless like you just see people, like I don't know how anyone lives the way that these people live, and like I don't mean that in a judgy way. I mean that in like I just grew up from such a different world that it's like blows my mind that there's people out there like this.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. It's like a reality show.
Yeah. I mean, it's trashy. It's trash TV. And I used to love watching Jersey Shore. Did you ever watch Jersey Shore?
No, because I live in New Jersey. Okay. Every time I tell people from out of state, I'm from New Jersey. Oh, like the Jersey Shore? No. Okay, they are a fluke in the system. Most New Jersey people do not like them and are not like them.
Yeah,
so I never watched that show.
That's fair. I've watched like most seasons of The Bachelor, like from
fair.
inception. Like I watched the very first season, and then I stopped for a bit because it's literally the same thing. Where it's like, is he here for the right reasons? He's not here for the right reasons. It's like the same.
Make out, drama, repeat. So Sarah and I love Naked and Afraid. We watch all of those.
I've never seen that.
It's like a survival show, but they're naked. It's crazy. Yeah. It's honestly insane.
I would be so scared that something was going to crawl up one of my holes.
Oh my!
It's just like, I'm being honest.
Clipping that. That's going to be a new clip for the show.
That's honestly my biggest fear watching. Like, I don't think I could watch it out of like that fear alone.
I can't believe you just said that.
Is that not a normal fear?
No. It's a normal fear. It's just the way that you said it. That was just like so blunt. I mean, to be fair, I think that does happen at times for anyone involved. You know, you can get like certain things, but yeah. Sorry, that just really caught me off guard. So we watched that. I watched Hell's Kitchen. Anything with Gordon Ramsay, I'm gonna watch. Like, not even a question. And I love a good documentary. Like, I just watched one on the Philadelphia mob because I live right outside of Philly. So there's a whole docuseries on Netflix about how brutal the Philadelphia mob was and how the FBI brought them to justice. I love that kind of stuff.
Oh, I feel like I just need to clarify. I also enjoy highbrow TV as well. I'm currently watching Pluribus. Are you watching that?
No. Should I watch it? I've heard good things.
Okay, pilot episode. One of the best pilots I've ever seen.
Get out of here.
Seriously.
Better than The Morning Show? Are you watching The Morning Show?
I am watching The Morning Show. It's kind of lost me a little bit this season.
What? It's so good.
I feel like they're like throwing stuff in there like just to be dramatic at this point, and they've kind of lost the plot.
Wow.
Oh, can I just tell you, fun fact, I used to actually do a movie review podcast where I would just review TV shows and movies. Like my very first podcast ever. That was what I did. So I can talk movies. Also, Beecher's a filmmaker and teaches movies, and so we dissect this stuff all the time. True. So I do watch, good content too.
Well, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah,
and we all know why you're not going to go on Naked and Afraid anytime soon, so thank you for also clarifying that. Okay, we're going to get into our weird Christian bleep in just a second here. Just a reminder, friends, that the New Evangelicals is the organization that sponsors and produces this show. Giving Tuesday is coming up, and as a nonprofit organization, we are trying to raise $10,000 for Giving Tuesday, which will be matched by an anonymous donor, equaling or totaling $20,000. This money is what makes this show and all of the other resources and media offerings completely accessible to people like you. So if you love the work of the Tim and April show, maybe you're in TNE Connect, maybe you listen to the Advocacy Hour or the New Evangelicals podcast, Giving Tuesday is a huge day for you to show support for the organization. And of course, all donations are tax deductible. Just a heads up on that. Okay, should we try and get to weird
Yes,
Christian
let's do
bleep?
that, but let's read our super chats real quick. I think a couple came in.
Okay.
Let's get caught up.
Sorry. We have two. Here you go. Can you read that?
Hold on. Yes, from Joseph Compton. Most people don't have the right frame of mind about going to church. They wear a mask instead of allowing people to pray for them. Completely agree.
And this one.
Super chat from Kid Dr. 13. Fantasy novels for the win. I love fantasy novels so much.
All right, let's get into it.
Weird Christian shit.
Now, I do not say this often, but there's a good chance because we're going to play this video, YouTube will flag us and then demonetize this episode. So truly, any super chats will really help make up for that loss, but we had to share this. It's too good. Do you want to tee it up, April?
Yes, there is this video. The one we're going to play is the original. It's an AI video and an AI song.
You don't even know what you're in for.
You live on the internet at all. I sang it a little bit earlier. It is an earworm. It has been stuck in my head for 48 hours. The song is called "We Are Charlie Kirk." It started off someone posted this unironically. I've seen people also sing versions of this song or make videos to this song unironically, because we've talked about Charlie Kirk and the whole martyrdom there and the problems with that. So there are those. But now the song's kind of taken on new life and people are just making really funny videos because it's AI. The song's AI. And it's so serious. Can
I just play it?
Yeah. So if you're listening on podcast,
right, just
JD Vance is singing the song.
Like an AI version of JD Vance.
An AI JD Vance is singing it.
Honestly, though, you don't even need the visual. Once you hear the audio, you might swerve off the road. So just drive safe if you're listening on podcast. Okay, here we go, friends. Without further ado. Okay.
Charlie Kirk may have testified to...
That's the wrong video.
Wrong guy.
All that build up for nothing. I pulled the wrong clip.
We can watch that video another time.
Another time. There's no time. Hold on. I hit the wrong one. My bad, guys. All that build up for nothing. Okay, this makes more sense. Okay, friends, here we go. Without further ado.
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage our own. Together unbroken, we'll make heaven known. The battle side. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight.
No, okay. Can we stop now? Can we stop? I can't do it. Can't do it.
You can stop it. It's fine.
Enough.
I have walked around for the last 2 days.
I know.
And literally preparing for this show, I couldn't stop.
You wouldn't stop yapping during prep. Look, I hate that we are like cringing at a song made after a dead person, but like these songs are so, this whole thing is so cringe. Like this is a terrible AI rendition of a song. It's just honestly, painful, man.
The way that they have made him into this saint martyr like person, to me it feels like it's almost cheapening his murder.
Totally.
Because which is awful. We've condemned that multiple times. They're making him into this person that he was just not. And it's weird. Like I can't imagine anyone else dying where someone would have made I mean, of course, AI is relatively new, but I literally was trying to think, like, who else would have been like, we are blind. I mean, if Donald Trump died, they'd probably do, we are Donald Trump.
How about all the kids who die because of mass shootings in schools? Where's the songs for them? Like, it just, look, no one is saying, well, I should be clear. We're not saying, certainly, that what happened to Charlie Kirk was somehow good or that he deserved it. No, that's not what we're saying. But what we are saying is it's very interesting to see who this MAGA world memorializes and who they tend to just not give a shit about, right? They're not singing songs or writing songs about the kids in Gaza that our tax dollars are funding the genocide of. They're not singing songs about the kids lost to gun violence because we live in a dystopian nightmare. They're writing songs about a man who said if he sees a black pilot, his first thought is, boy, I hope he's qualified. They're singing songs about a man who said that some black women don't have the brain power to have the jobs that they hold, or prowling blacks, or said that trans people are a middle finger to God. That's who said that he regrets that the Civil Rights Act was passed. That's who they memorialize.
Well, and they started saying we are Charlie Kirk like well before this AI
Totally.
video. Like
100%.
there's videos all over of people saying we are Charlie Kirk. I am Charlie Kirk.
Yes, which is kind of, I mean, telling, dude. You know, it's very telling. It's very telling.
No, it is. Yeah.
Can I just play my favorite, because obviously this song has been memed really hard. Can I just play my favorite meme that I found that has made me laugh so hard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please do.
This is the one that got me.
If there's text, read it for a podcast audience.
Yeah. So the caption is, it says, "Me dropping off my grandkids in 2065."
And so he's in a car. He's about to roll up the window and play the song. And
All right, you kids have fun now. I'll just be waiting in the car listening to the music from my youth until y'all are ready.
When I first saw that, usually those kinds of videos, like it plays like some kind of like, you know, emo song, like Taking Back Sunday. So when it played that one, I lost it. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. But anyway, I love meme culture.
The song, it's very catchy though. I have not gotten it out of my head.
Well, dude, you know that AI topped the charts on Christian music, right? They're having a whole debate about, you know, if Christian songs should that written by AI should top the charts because they're made by soulless entities that don't have a spirit inside of them.
I saw that. Yeah, that AI can't sing Christian songs because they don't have a spirit.
Which, again, it's so interesting watching people now care about AI when it affects their industry. Like, where were you over the past like couple of years? Like, we've all been concerned about AI, guys, but now that it affects you, now that AI is topping your charts and affecting your life, suddenly, you know.
I actually like on my list of concerns, which is a lot, by the way. AI is definitely on there, but
hell yeah,
I have always, well before I thought that AI was going to be what it is today, I have always said please and thank you to my Google and my Alexa. Like I'm just like, you know, if AI does ever take over, they're going to know that I was one of the friendly humans.
Have you heard? Have you ever used like the ChatGPT audio feature, like the conversation where you can talk to it and it talks back to you? The voice, like the default voice, it has a tone to it that is like, this thing sounds a little like, it's just the way she talks. It's a female voice.
No, it's scary.
It's very interesting.
I'm like, I think I've seen this. What is it? Film before? Like iRobot. Hello.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway,
friends. Well, listen, we're off for Thursday because of the holiday, but we are dropping a little Thanksgiving episode where we get all sappy and say how much we love you guys and are so grateful for all of you.
We tell the origins of how the Tim and April show came to be.
Yeah. So that's going to drop on Thursday on podcast and on YouTube. So if you're a Substack listener and want to hear it, please go to our podcast, the new Evangelicals, the Tim and April show, or our YouTube channel so you can watch or listen to it, because it's not going to be a live episode, it's a pre-record. But honestly, in case you don't listen to it, to be very clear, April and I truly are so grateful for all of the people who tune into our lives, who give super chats, who are in the comments. And I just want to also highlight a special shout out to the folks over at Lincoln Square Media for getting us on their network, and also for the audience there. It's been really cool meeting and seeing comments from different people of different walks of life who would not normally encounter our content. So we're really grateful that we are partnering with them, and really grateful that you on the Substack side are here showing up. It really means the world. It's a huge privilege that April and I get to do this, and we don't take it lightly. So thank you so much.
Completely agree. And with that, we are trying.
No, stop it! No. You ruined it. We're done. Goodbye. Happy Thanksgiving.